How are you?
Good.
Okay, well, we are here for a special occasion. From time to time, the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders has special presentations prior to our meetings. Tonight is indeed a meeting night, and our president has graciously allowed time prior to the meeting for us to have a special presentation. She has also graciously allowed me to kind of share a little something about the person that we are going to be bestowing this special honor or special presentation upon this evening. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to be able to do it because the individual is someone that I've known for a long time. The individual is somebody whose roots run deep in Essex County, whose roots run deep in East Orange. A person that I had the privilege of serving with when we were both on the East Orange City Council, a person who was a pretty fair athlete as a young man in his day, he's still a young man, pretty fair tennis player. As a matter of fact, better than fair. Freeholder Johnson's just joining us, and Freeholder Johnson's an athlete, as you can tell.
I don't think
I think he knows. I think he knows the honoree tonight. He may have been running around the tennis courts a time or two, but he has with him tonight Mr. Taylor, one of our esteemed attorneys. He has with him the Choice family, just icons in the township of Montclair. He has with him his beautiful wife and wonderful assistant. And so I'm going to stop the suspense. And I'm going to tell you the name of the gentleman as he rises to come forward. His name is the Honorable Mark L. Scotland.
Mark.
Now, he's always going to be the Honorable because once a council person, always a council person. So he'll never be able to escape the elected official. We're going to put you in the middle. Okay. He's never going to be able to escape the elected official tag, Ms. Watson.
Absolutely not.
This resolution is sponsored by none other than our president, Lonnie Watson, Freeholder Leonard Luciano, who represents the district in which you live, and of course myself as a longtime friend and colleague. I will say to you that Mark has a myriad of talents. One talent that he may not tell anybody about is that he actually is a certified tax collector in the state of New Jersey. He has that certification, never to be taken from him. He understands construction because he had a stint with the Hillier Group. He understands government at multiple levels, like not too many people I know. He's astute and knowledgeable. He has an outstanding wife in Brenda, who is quite the professional herself, and just a sweetheart of a 19-year-old son who's at Penn State right now. He's my friend, and he's my former colleague. And so I'm pleased and privileged to present to the Honorable Mark Scotland, President and CEO of PH2 Solutions, this resolution in conjunction with my president. President Watson is actually going to read the resolution to you so that you will know a little bit more about why we're honoring Mark today.
And thank you, Freeholder Clark. I am indeed honored, should I say the Honorable Mark L. Scotland, to make this presentation to you in behalf of the Board of Chosen Freeholders. And the resolution reads, whereas Mark L. Scotland is the President and CEO of PH2 Solutions of West Orange, New Jersey, which he founded in 2004 as a research and development company in the specialized area of onboard automotive emission diagnostics. And Mark L. Scotland has led the evolution of the company from a four-person garage startup specializing in R&D in software and product development to becoming the original equipment manufacturer of the international recognized award-winning technology, the PH2 validator, and the PH Solutions, Inc. is the first ever and currently the only Black-owned automotive diagnostic software company. He should have been honored at our Black History Month. Maybe we have to bring him back. Mark L. Scotland has directed PH2 through multiple accomplishments and extreme challenges. Under his leadership, PH2 has raised in excess of $3 million in capital, secured 2 patents, established a 10-year confidential relationship with the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, built a network of state regulatory agencies relevant to PH2 technology and emission compliance and reduction deployed product in 18 states and Canada, and has maintained an annual customer loyal rate of over 85%. And whereas the launch of the second generation product, the PH2 validator, resulted in winning Motor Magazine's Top Tools Award for 2011, and won the Specialty Equipment Manufacturers Marketing Association, SEMA, Best New Tools and Equipment Product category for 2012 awards that have been internationally significant. And whereas the PH2 validator is a software system designed to produce accelerated feedback regarding the success of a check engine light repair, and then rapidly asks the PCM to set readiness monitors if requirements for completion are met, also telling the technician the PCM's decision to validate the repair to bring about the check engine light's reoccurrence in a 10-mile test drive. And you know, I'm going to give the honor to Freeholder Luciana to finish reading the resolution since he's a part of the
so much,
resolution.
Madam President.
And I stopped there.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Right here. Whereas Mark L. Scotland continues to build upon a solid technological foundation and seeks to grow the business by recruiting new talent, creating strategic business development opportunities, building stakeholder networks, as well as monitoring the day-to-day affairs of the company. And whereas prior to PH2, Mark Scotland served as Vice President of National Business Development and Public Affairs and Director of Marketing Strategies for Hillier International, which at the time was the third largest architectural design firm in the United States. His entrepreneurial experience spans 25 years, from owning and growing a family enterprise to being the president of his own property management and real estate development company. And whereas Mark Scotland also served on the East Orange City Council as the 3rd Ward Councilman from '92 through 1999, which afforded him a strong background in government affairs, municipal finance, tax collection, municipal state planning, and zoning. Now therefore be it resolved that the Essex County Board of Chosen Freeholders hereby commends Mark L. Scotland for his groundbreaking and award-winning accomplishments as the founder, president, CEO of PH2 Solutions. And
Let's give him a hand. Wow, not being said all over New Jersey. Not only in Essex County, we need to hear about you more.
You know what, Miss? It's interesting you should say that, Miss Watson. Miss Watson just said, why isn't this being broadcast all over New Jersey and not just here. And you know what? Charity starts at home and then it spreads abroad. So he's an Essex County guy, and so we're honoring him first, but we should be happy to let the world know. Fortunately, this is being broadcast. Mark, it will be broadcast, and you'll get a CD of this, so you'll be able to share it with others. But we have to make sure that we get the word out and share it with others. We're joined by our other members of the Freeholder Board, Freeholder Gill, Freeholder Vice President Patricia Sebo, Freeholder Rufus Johnson, and Freeholder Bilal Beasley. And before Mark takes the microphone, I just want you to know that his grandmother is smiling down right about now. The family-owned business that was referred to in here was the legendary Wilkerson Center that was owned and operated for many years by Jessie Wilkerson, which is Mark's grandmother.
Fran Wilkerson.
Fran Wilkerson, which is Mark's grandmother. The new Senior Citizen Center has a portion of it named in honor of his grandmother, and he was there for the ribbon cutting. And so his roots run extremely deep. So I know she is smiling right about now, and so is his brother, because his brother is Glenn Scotland from McManaman in Scotland. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than the Honorable Mark L. Scotland.
Wow, thank you very much. And I just want to say I did it all myself. First of all, to Freeholder President Watson and Freeholder Luciano, and certainly I always want to say Councilwoman Clark, but you've certainly graduated to Freeholder Clark and all your work, and yes, you know me very well. So I thank you for this. The second thing is I will accept this only on behalf of our entire team. Nothing is done solo, so I appreciate that. A shout out to Brenda Scotland. I will ask you to stand one more time, only because you know, the ups and downs of entrepreneur life, or the peaks and valleys are more like chasms, is really tremendously challenging. So a medal to her. There's one other person I will ask to come up in a moment. So I'll gracefully accept this on behalf of the company. In the day-to-day fights of business, you many times sort of overlook some of the milestones or accomplishments that you may hit. So we've been really focused on our business and trying to do that, survive, let alone thrive in a small business environment. That being said, it's the importance of this, especially during those valleys and chasms that we hit. Banking industry collapse and the subsequent recession has certainly tested our will, and there's a fine line between prosperity and extinction. So we've been on that fine line for a long time. The Motor Top 20 Award, just from an industry perspective, I will say this: being recognized by the industry is nice. There is nothing like being recognized at home. So really appreciate that. And to just let you know that this is, for you all to feel good about this moment in time that we can all share together, is the Motor Award was an international award. They seek international companies, domestic and international, and the field is broad, and so being one of those top 20 tools in 2011 is significant within the industry. The acceptance of that award is traditionally done at the largest automotive aftermarket convention in the world. In Las Vegas, it's called the SEMA and Apex Show. Thousands of participants, takes up all the convention space. In the one we were in, 1 million convention space, all taken. And during that time, there was a competition. And one of my colleagues had the bright idea of not only accepting the Top 20 award while we were there, but wanted to enter that competition. So she spearheaded not only the motor, but this particular competition. More than 2,000 entries, and they select a few categories. And to put it in perspective about what we've done and what this is all about is 4 companies I just want to mention that have something in common. Bosch, which is a $47 billion company. Ingersoll Rand, a conglomerate of companies, $14.7 billion company, who is in the tools and equipment business. SPX, may not be familiar with them, but they're one of the top hand diagnostic tool manufacturers in the world, $5.5 billion. And the small $2.9 billion Snap-on, who's also one of the top manufacturers of diagnostic tools. You may see their trucks riding around from time to time. What do they have in common? All 4 of them, along with more than 100 entrants, were part of the best tools and equipment for 2012 competition, the one that we won. We're not a rounding error on their research and development budgets, and we certainly didn't have the budgets at the convention to hire the NASCAR superstars to be at their booth, or have the size and scope of the booths that they have, or do the pre-publicity. So I'd like to call up Gloria Coart, who is our Senior Vice President and the heads our operations and is the key driver behind many of our initiatives. So to that, I say thank you all to so many of the people that I know here. Not the athlete Johnson was a better athlete than Bilal. And there's one other little point of information that I'm actually proud of. There's a company, Hapward's Tennis Shop. I don't know if you remember Hapward's. They were one of the sponsors of, years ago, the Essex County Tournament. And each year, the Essex County Tournament had a nice turnout. And it is they sponsored it during this 10-year period, starting at 1980 through 1989, or was it 1990 through 99? I don't know. It's too long ago. In any event, I had the honor of winning in 1980, 1981, 1982, and 83. Then I stopped playing in it for 4 years, and then I came out of retirement and played in 1989 and won it again. So it's the only tournament that I've never lost in, and I don't know why the park is named after Althea Gibson, opposed to, but I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Administrator, Mr. Chilella is here, and I certainly wanted to have Mr. Chilella say a word on behalf of the administration. Come on up, Mr. Chilella.
On behalf of the County Executive, Joe DiVincenzo, and the entire administration, we would like to commend you, first of all, for being an outstanding individual, outstanding representative of Essex County, truly putting Essex County first. We know of your brother's works because we've done a lot of business with your brother. a stellar family. And I don't know if he's a tennis player or not. I thought he claimed that he did pick up a racket once. He might have picked up your racket. But we could not have been more proud of your honor here tonight and representing and putting Essex County on the map. We are so pleased and are very thankful that you are here accepting this award. And we, along with the Freeholders, want to say, keep up the good work.
Freeholder Bobadilla is here now, so why don't we get a shot with all the freeholders one more time. Freeholder Bobadilla has joined us.